watching Get Serial TV with Thomas and Camilla. We're here with Andrew, our sports guru.
Idris and their two halfbacks, Ben Robertson and Brett Camorley, so a lot of experience there. The Storm, obviously, they have electric fullback Billy Slater and international combination Greg Inglis, Cooper Cronk and Cameron Smith. So should be a big clash. Bulldogs lead the table at the moment, so look out there, Melbourne. Get behind your team, won't you? In golf, Michael Sim, the young Australian, he is one win away from a promotion to the US PGA Tour, which is a big step, obviously, in any golfer's career. He's part of the Australian PGA, but he won the BMW Charity Pro Amateur Tournament this week, which means that, yeah, he just needs one more win to rise up to the US PGA. He's from West Australia, he's 24 years old, and he used to be the #1 ranked amateur, so that's a big step for him. And if he did make it into the top US PGA, then he would join Australian Nick Flanagan, who actually was promoted from the Australian PGA to the US PGA in 2007. So that's look out for Michael Sim. In cricket, obviously the Ashes, we've had a look at the Australian squad, which we'll look at after the break, a bit of analysis on that. Cycling in the Giro d'Italia, we've got Australian Michael Rogers is third.
So much information in a short amount of time. I nearly made a pun. Sport amount of time. Oh,
that's pretty good. I like that.
It was accidental as well. Oh, was it? I can make jokes in my sleep.
We'll be back after the break. Good morning, you're watching Get Serial TV with Thomas and Camilla. We're here with Andrew, our sports guru. How you going?
Good, I like that actually, sports guru. So
you like being called the guru? Is that what?
I think so. We could use another name, but I think guru's good for this week. Might change it up next week.
Yeah. You were just talking about the Ashes and the selection for the Australian Ashes team.
That's right. So England are due to name their squad pretty soon as well. But I think in terms of what Australia bring, I think they're both very matched sides. They both bring a lot of people who are a bit younger through, and also guys who have been around for a little while. So it's going to be quite even, I think. I think England bring their unknown qualities,
right,
the conditions, the new players. Australia, I think they'll base their attack around Ricky Ponting and their batting. Their bowling will have to back it up, leading the attack there. So, yeah.
Kind of seems like a competition like the Ashes. The experienced players will be much better suited to it than the newer players. I mean, especially just being the Test format. And usually Australia pick quite an experienced team for something like the Ashes, don't they?
That's right. I mean, the last time they were in Australia, in England, a completely different side. Gilchrist, Warne, Hayden. It goes on. Really experienced side, but this time, obviously, a lot of new guys come through, so it'll be quite interesting. The same with England, a lot of new players. So, battle of the new guys.
They do tend to support the younger players coming up through the ranks, though, don't they? They tend to be there for quite a while.
Well, in the last 10 years or so, they've had a very similar side, the Australian Test side, but it's only recently that when retirements happen, they've got a new couple of players that come through, which is great. It's great for Australia.
And Andrew Simons was omitted from the selection, I understand.
That's right. He did make a comeback in the one-day series against Pakistan, but obviously the selectors thought that other guys had come through. Andrew McDonald, the Victorian all-rounder, he did his job.
Yeah.
When South Africa came, so fair enough, it's just selection for selection. But personally, I think that he brings something that fair to any side about his batting, which made me miss, but they thought that it might go with someone else, so we'll see how it pans out.
What's going on with the Cronulla, is it the Cronulla Sharks in the NRL? They're in bad news at the moment, they've had a lot of really bad publicity, or a string of bad publicity over the last little while. Do you know, is there one thing that it can all be attributed to, or?
Well, I mean, if you look at their season as such, they've lost 8 in a row, which points to a club that's struggling a little bit with form, with injuries. Obviously, what's happened off field doesn't help matters.
No.
But I think it's not. You wouldn't sort of have put that in that character. It would mainly be with what's happening form-wise. So.
Excellent. Well, let's hope that they make a comeback in the competition for next year. Thank you very much for joining us and telling us all about this week's sport, Andrew. We'll see you next Friday morning. You're on Get Serial TV. We'll be right back after this.
Well.